Are you looking for a place in Yorba that will help keep your kids engaged both mentally and physically? On top of that, help them socialize at the same time? Or as we get closer to summer, are you looking for someplace indoors to help keep your kids active, get some energy out without having to worry about how hot it is outside? Well, then I have just the place for you. Hi, I'm Josh Alexander and your host of Discover Yorba, your one-stop shop for all things Yorba. On today's episode, I'm going to be interviewing Jeremy and Janine, who are the owners of My Gym Yorba. It's a great facility to be able to take your kids. They have a bunch of different programs they offer both during the day and in the evenings and on weekends. So if you're looking for a fun and engaging place to take the kids in Yorba, no matter what day it is, you're definitely going to want to check out this interview to see what this place is all about. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hey everybody, so I want to go ahead and welcome Jeremy and Janine to the show from My Gym Yorba. So the first question I have for you guys is, how did you start this? So I know it's a franchise, but how did you kind of get the concept of, hey, I want to go ahead and do this? And two, what is this whole place about? So it's in Yorba, but I want to know more about what the actual business is about. Who does it cater to?
Yeah. So I've always had a knack working with children.
Okay.
I coached sports growing up and did all of that, and just really took to kids. I was working at Disneyland, and that's where I really realized like I want to get involved with children. And found this place online, started working here, and just really fell in love with the concept of working with kids and finding gross motor skills and developmental stages and things like that. So that's what drew me to working with My Gym.
Okay. And was it the same for you, or is it anything different, or you kind of just came along for the ride?
Yeah, I also have enjoy working with kids.
Okay.
I have a teaching credential, a multiple subject teaching credential, and always wanted to be a teacher, just do anything with kids. I also worked at Disneyland for a long time, and it was just our goal once we purchased the gym that eventually I'd be able to quit and both of us work full time here. And so that dream became a reality about 5 years ago.
Got it. Okay, so about 5 years ago is when you first started this part of the franchise.
So actually, I started working here about 15 years ago.
Oh wow, okay.
We actually started over in Anaheim Hills.
Okay.
And then when the previous owners took over, they moved it over here to Yorba,
Gotcha.
right across the street from where we are now.
Yep.
And then 9 years ago, I expressed interest in buying the gym.
Okay.
And it was a big leap for us. Janine was like, she's the practical one. She was like, I don't know, it's going to be a lot. And I'm the more gung-ho, let's do it. We asked the previous owners, and they were on board with it too. And so, 9 years ago, March, we took over the Yorba location.
Gotcha. Okay, so 9 years you've been running this now. So recently, and one of the main reasons I want to come over here is because you just opened up this brand new facility. So you were across the street, now you're in this facility. What was one of the reasons behind that move?
So COVID was rough. COVID was rough on a lot of different places, us especially.
Yep.
We lost more than 3/4 of our families. We were at over 300 families, almost 400, and we dropped below 100. And so it was a really tough time. And then once we started coming out of COVID, 2021, we started seeing more and more people expressing just how much they needed this place, how much they needed their kids to socialize with other children, parents too, socializing with each other. And I knew that we were going to take off. We were going to skyrocket. Plus, Yorba is all about family. We got a lot of new houses being built, and so we know that there's always going to be an influx of families and children, and so we couldn't handle that in our old space. Our old space was less than half this size.
Wow.
So it was we knew, we're like, if we're going to grow, which we know we are, we need to be higher up. We need to be a larger facility. And it worked out timing-wise. Our lease was expiring across the street.
Yep.
This place had been available. It used to be B&B Pharmacy.
Yep.
And it was available. The property owner of this place was a teaching background too. So she was excited to get a learning environment in here and keep it within a Yorba Linda family and everything. So the knowing that we were going to grow, this became available. It was all just
the right time.
Right
I think we had always also dreamed of just building our own dream gym since we moved into that location and it had already been established, or like, you know, we were like, oh man, if we were designing it, we would have done this and this. So we got to design this whole place. Just,
put your own touch on it.
Yeah, we designed the entire place. So that was really
and it turned out beautifully. So in terms of the move, it's not that far of a move in terms of the distance, but what were some of the challenges for you trying to get from a smaller square footage property into this larger facility, and getting everything up and running? And it seems like a very quick a very quick manner, but I'm sure there's a lot behind the scenes that we didn't see.
So I kind of took on many hats. We did have an architect, we did have a contractor, but because it was a pharmacy going to a gym, there was a lot of new things we had to add.
It was a really old building too.
It was an older building. So every time we turned around, we were having to add new ceiling tiles, new sprinklers in the place. We had to fix bathrooms and all of that. So from the very beginning to the end, like there was so many new things that we had to do and we had to add. And I pretty much became an architect myself. I was studying up on architectural code, building, plumbing, all that stuff. And so I felt like I was able to really have my hand in a lot of what was going on. Like she said, we designed this place and then I submitted it to the architect and he put it on paper. But as far as the build out goes, I was up 5 o'clock in the morning meeting contractors, electricians, everything here, and so it was just a lot of work. Well, like I said, it turned out beautifully, so I think you did a great job with this. Now, for someone that's never been here before, can you tell me kind of what maybe the age ranges for children are that you're kind of looking for, as well as all the different classes? It's almost overwhelming how many classes that I see you guys have online. So maybe some of the different classes you offer, maybe the more popular ones that people either don't know about or that you want them to know about, so that way you can kind of give us an idea of what to expect if parents are bringing their kids here. Yeah, so when we took over, we wanted to be a one-stop shop. We wanted families, we were thinking about, okay, why are people leaving us? And we wanted to offer those programs, so that way parents who are comfortable here can just move into a dance class and still be comfortable, move into a prep class, move into different classes and still be comfortable. So we offer an array of different programs, except for swimming. We don't have a pool. That might be next. No.
You got the ball pit. That's
we do.
The closest.
But we work with children 6 months to 13 years old. We do basic gymnastic skills, foundational gymnastics. We do a lot of mommy and me or parent participation classes. We really focus on working on the whole child, fine and gross motor skills, cognitive development, balancing, strengthening, different things like that. We have independent classes where the parents watch from the lobby. We do dance classes. And our dance classes, what sets us apart is that we're not a competitive dance facility. We want kids to come who aren't sure if they like dance yet. We want them to come and check it out and see, and then grow into enjoying dance and then maybe moving on somewhere else, but starting here. We were talking earlier about our ninja training class, which is so much fun.
My son would love that. So.
Yes, exactly.
Have to bring him here for that.
There you go. And so we basically turn our entire gym into a giant obstacle course. And every week that obstacle course changes, and we work on teamwork skills and everything too. What else do? We have
a My Gym Prep class, which is what I teach. And it's basically to help prepare kids for preschool or pre-K or kindergarten or whatever it is that they're getting ready for that next step. So it's still in the familiar, nurturing environment of my gym.
Okay.
But then we're adding in some learning elements as well.
Gotcha. So yeah, you've got the gym up here, and then the back, you basically have almost a completely separate facility for a different purpose, but it all caters to the same type of age range, as well as trying to integrate them, I'm sure, between the two of them as well. Perfect. So in terms of Yorba Linda, I talked to you guys earlier, you live in Yorba Linda right now. What do you really love about this city, and what has kind of inspired you to keep your business in the city when you did decide to move?
So we go to church here. We go to Saddleback Church. We're in Brea. But what we love about Yorba Linda is that there are parks, churches, and schools, which means that it's a family environment. We love that fact, and we love that that's what our business is about as well. We can see our daughter growing up here in this city, and we feel safe. And she has, and we feel safe here. We feel successful here. We know, I mean, being that I've worked here for 15 years, I know a lot of the families in Yorba Linda. So we feel as if we're just as much a part of this community as anybody else. And so for those reasons, we couldn't see ourselves moving anywhere else. And the fact that this was available, it kept us here. It just meant that we were supposed to be here.
Perfect. Yeah, and I completely agree. I was talking to you earlier. That's one of the main reasons I came back to Yorba Linda. I grew up here, left for a few years, came back as soon as we had kids, because I know the school environment's great. I know this whole community is safe, very family friendly. So it just kind of radiates that, basically, that you guys stayed here and are able to operate this now much larger facility and be able to accommodate a lot more kids. So is there anything coming up in the next couple of months, so in maybe the summertime, that you guys are working on that hasn't started yet, or anything that you would like any of the viewers to know about what's coming up and what's for them to look forward to, basically, in the next couple months?
Yeah, we do have a lot going on. We do birthday parties as well. So every weekend we're doing birthday parties. We have summer camp coming up. So there's a week in each month in the summer that we'll have summer camp. We do parents' night out. So we have a Nerf night coming up. We do paint nights. So we have a Mother's Day tea party coming up. So we do a lot of events all year long.
So with the summer camps coming up, what is that, if parents wanted to sign up, what does that really consist of for the kids?
Yeah, so it's the weeks that we do. We have a weekend, like I said, June, July, and August. It's from 9 to noon in the morning. And it's for ages 3 and up. And it's a drop-off. So the parents drop the kids off. They can go do whatever they like to do, if they have to go to work or not. And we use the gym, and we do games, relays, sports, gymnastics. We do arts and crafts. And each week is themed differently, and all the activities are different, so it's not the same day every day. It's different stuff, so that way the kids don't get bored. So that's and then we also do, we do seasonal camps, summer, winter, spring camps, things like that. So if people wanted to get more information about all the different type of programs you offer, or just to learn more about you, what's the best way to get a hold of you, either in person or online? Is there what's the kind of the best way to go about that? Email, text, website? What do you suggest? Our email has a lot of the information that we've explained.
Our website.
Our website. Our website has a lot of the information. mygym.com/YorbaLinda. It's got a list of events that are coming up, camps that are coming up. It has all of our class schedules on there, dance, everything that's on everything. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We post on there daily.
Often,
yeah, exactly. And then you can also email us, yorbalinda@mygym.com, and we check that frequently as well.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy and Janine, for taking the time to sit down and kind of just explaining this whole facility and really showing everybody in Yorba Linda what this new facility is about, because it is amazing. There is a lot of stuff for kids to do here. So if you do have kids at home and you want to find some time to get out and go and get some energy out, as well as you have structured activities for different types of arts and crafts, definitely make sure you head over to their website, check it out, and see if you can find programs that your kids are going to like, because they offer a lot of them. So thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye.